Okay, for 3 minutes, how does immigration policy affect our economy?
Another important question facing our Congress and our president, but one that once again is part of the Washington gridlock because we don't have consensus on how to handle the immigration challenges of our country. The first thing that we all know that's important, I think it's universally accepted, is that our border security has got to be number one. You know, it's not a talking point, and it's a question I've asked many times that I think, I wonder how many times the president has asked Governor Perry or all the other border governors, talk to me about how security is going on our border. Talk to the sheriffs of those counties, the state police district directors, the agents that represent us on the border. Because that has got to be the first starting point. And because we don't get consensus on that, and we can't figure out how to secure our border and get agreement on it, we can't go on and deal with a lot of the benefits that would come through enhancements to our immigration system, such as allowing people who are here in grad school who want to stay in the U.S. and start a business, invest money, bring innovation and leadership in a technology area that would enhance jobs in the U.S. We can't get agreement on how to get something like that expanded, the number of visas perhaps that would help grow our industry. So I'm sorry that we don't have that consensus, but we don't have a president who's willing to work with us on it to even reach a small consensus on what to do about it. There's good ideas, just like on healthcare, how to have done healthcare right. But the president, when he has a chance to collaborate and go down the right trail, always seems to choose the wrong trail. And he's wrong in the approach that he's taken in immigration. Why? Because it's just plain not fair to allow people that are in the U.S. illegally just to get instantly in line for American citizenship. When we have rules, we have a secure border, we have a federal policy on that, and he just wants, like he seems to do with a lot of things, just to will it another way, even though it's not the policy of the U.S. So the bottom line is, immigration is incredibly important to our economy. We need legal immigration in our country. We want to have immigrants. We're a nation of immigrants. We want a higher birth rate. We want that because that produces economic growth. But we have to have it done in the right way.
Thank you. Ann, same question. How does immigration policy affect our economy?
Well, I haven't looked at the national statistics lately, but I have friends who had to start over at 50 years old. They were builders. They were builders that couldn't compete because they did it right. They hired legal American workers, and their competitors hired illegals. And they couldn't compete, and they went out of business. I mean, that's the very real, down-to-earth, Conway, Benton, West Memphis, Blytheville, Valonia, that's the real-life economy out there, is that illegal immigration has hurt our American businesses. They put people under. And we've got to get control of our borders. And we've got to get a system that punishes folks that hire illegal workers.
Thank you. Conrad, same question, 1 minute. How does immigration policy affect our economy?
Again, it's not, the question was how's immigration policy? Well, we have a good immigration policy, it's simply not enforced. There's no incentive to enforce our current immigration policy. The southern border does need to be fixed. President Bush said that in 2000. In 2000, we've had 14 years, nobody's done anything. Why? Because we keep sending people to Washington who say all the great things, we need to do this, we need to do that, but then when they get there, they find a good reason not to do it. I'll tell you this, as soon as I get there, I will introduce a bill that we will have the southern border secured within 18 months. We'll have a person who's in charge, and if they don't get it done, we fire them. We cannot replace the kitchen floor, ladies and gentlemen, until we fix the leak in the kitchen. So we've got to do that first. Then we'll talk about what we're going to do with the illegals that are here. My time's up. Thank you.
Thank you. And how about a round of applause? That concludes our